Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. So if you watched last night's episode, you saw that, well, we just didn't come out on top. It hurt to not move through to a victory with my team, but you know, it is what it is. But I was the captain of my team. Go into it as a team, whether we win or lose. And it turns out, it didn't matter what I chose because my pasta was not as good as Zane's pasta. And that's fair. Now for the cook-off. So Zane gave me 16 ingredients for my dish. And I went with a soup inspired by Tom Kha Gai, which is a beautiful, rich coconut soup infused with lemongrass and typically with shrimp. But this is how you can make a variation of that dish. Everything you're gonna need for your soup. We've got some big quahog clams and some head-on shrimp. Got some minced cilantro, sliced garlic. This is some ginger and turmeric powder, some diced cabbage, shrimp bouillon, fresno chili brumoise, some sliced scallion, celery, and white onion. Full recipe in the description below. Let's get started. So I'm gonna turn my induction burner up to 300 degrees. We're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm gonna start by adding in all the scraps from everything we chopped up. We gotta get as much flavor into our broth as possible. That's why we're using everything, skins and all. Now to pepper lemongrass, we're just gonna take the back of our knife and just beat the hell out of it. This is gonna release a lot of the oils. I'm just gonna give it a cut. If you want, you can cut down the center as well, really open everything up. We're gonna toss this in with our broth. This is 1 small stalk of lemongrass. Give that a stir. Just want to get a little bit of color and everything. We really want to bring out some of those roasted flavors. This is 1 tablespoon of shrimp bouillon. Now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of powdered ginger. We're gonna add in 3 cups of tap water. Best part about this soup is it takes less than 30 minutes, as you saw in Yes Chef. So we're gonna let our broth go for about 15 minutes. You wanna get a nice boil going, really get all those flavors out. Our broth just started boiling, so now we're gonna add in half a cup of coconut cream and 1 cup of coconut milk. Now just let this keep simmering for another 10 minutes. And while this simmers, we can get the rest of our ingredients together. In our second pot here, we're gonna add a little bit more coconut oil, about a tablespoon. Then we're gonna start with 3/4 of a cup of diced celery and a half of a small white onion, diced. Now we're only gonna cook this until our onions start to turn translucent. Right, next we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of diced Fresno chilies, 6 cloves of garlic, this has been sliced nice and thin, and half a cup of diced green cabbage. Right now we're at the 16-minute mark. Plenty of time to build flavor. Taking a few notes from Chef Andres. We're gonna cook our cabbage down so it gets nice and soft in our soup. And I changed the cut on. Instead of it being a chiffonade, I went with a nice dice. Use a towel, cut in there, and then you just wanna open them up. Beautiful, all that raw clam meat. Get all that juice out of there too. Now we have all of our fresh, raw clam meat ready for our soup. Right now we're gonna add in our head-on shrimp. I'm using the head-on shrimp because those heads are filled with flavor. Now we're just gonna give each one of those heads a little smash. Get all those juices out. Now we're gonna ladle in our broth. At this point, everything is completely cooked. We're just trying to cook our shrimp all the way through. Turn our heat down. Just want a nice light simmer. Look at that, oh yeah, our shrimp are almost completely cooked. And now we're gonna finish with a little sprinkle of scallion, some cilantro, and a tablespoon of lime juice. There we go, it's looking beautiful. Our shrimp are done. We're gonna kill the heat, and now, like Jose asked for, we're gonna put in our raw clams and just let the heat from the soup cook them. As always, last but not least, we must taste our soup. Delicious. Needs a little bit of salt though. Always taste as you go. Portion our soup out. Got a little shrimp head there, some clam. Make sure you get a little bit of everything in there. And now right in the center, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of our chilies, cilantro and scallion right in the center. And for ingredient number 16, some black cardamom. It's gonna give it a nice little That's it. And there is my cook-off 16 ingredient soup. Now for the final taste test. Let's get a little clam in there. Clams are perfectly tender, cooked just through, with a little bit of that rawness in there, nice salinity, perfectly cooked shrimp. You want to make sure that your soup is almost completely done before you add your seafood in there, because you really only want to cook the clams and the shrimp until they're cooked through. That's it. And now you can taste my redemption soup at home. If you want to check out the rest of my Yes Chef recipes, click right there. If you want to check out some of my cocktails, click up there for Thirsty Thursdays. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.